Alright, so I wanted to make you guys a little tutorial in regards to what we covered in class, just so you'd have something to refer back to. So again, we're going to look at how to create some things in Illustrator and get those open inside of Maya. So first I'm just going to go to File, New. It gives me this menu. I'm going to go over to the Art and Illustration. Just going to select that, and I'm just going to do the 1920 by 1080 preset. Give that a second to open up. Alt middle mouse, and I can drag out a little bit, and space, and I can kind of grab the canvas and move it. Okay, so first off, I just want to make sure that I am set up here. Yeah, click that arrow, drop down, and make sure you're on layout. That'll give you right here, down here in the bottom right hand corner, you can go to layers. So first things first, let's just come over here to the left side, and let's grab our rectangle tool. If we hold shift down, we can make a square. Oop. Try that again. Okay, and then we'll make another one that's just kind of long, skinny, and across. Okay, and then from here I always just want to make sure I go back to my selection tool. If I come here close to the corner here, I'll get the double arrows, and then by holding shift down I can do a snap. It's a 45-degree angle. Take that right over the corners. And then over here in layers, we can see, you just always want to double check here that you're getting both of these turned on. So if I click to the side, I click this, and then I hold shift and I click the other one. Now we can see both of those have blue squares next to them. Let's go ahead and select our shape builder tool. Shift M is the shortcut. And then you can see a plus sign next to the mouse. If you hold Alt down, that'll give you the minus sign. So we're just going to subtract out this piece. Should get a gray element to it. And gray element to it. And so again, holding Alt down to get the minus, and then clicking on the gray elements. Okay, I'm running a lot here, so my system is kind of running a little slow, but anyway, from here I just want to click my type tool, and I'm just going to click out here, and I'm going to change this. I mean, you'll just kind of want to eyeball how big things are, but I'm just going to change it to 300. So up here I'm just putting 300 in for the size, and then I'm going to type in capital ICAP just for ICAP, and then immediately go back to my selection tool, come to like the corner where we get the double arrows, and then shift, and we can snap that into position. We can get that roughly into position there, and then from here we want to go to type, and we just want to make sure that we convert that to create outlines. Alright, so again, we want to make sure that we've got blue squares on all of these. So I'm just going to click up to the left, click my first triangle, click on the icon for ICAP, and then click the right bottom triangle. And we should see over here that we have blue squares for all of those. Now the other thing you can do too, you don't want to click here, but if you click off to the side, you can actually shift click right here and add the blue triangles. So either way, if you click them out here manually, just make sure that you've got the blue triangles, or you can actually shift click all the blue triangles. So again, back to our shape builder. Again, if we hold Alt down, we get the minus sign, and then we just want to come through here, and we want to be very careful not to click the outline, because that actually gets rid of the outline. So Control Z. So Alt, we want to do this where the letters that come across the triangle where they intersect, that we're subtracting that. So that you should see it light up, kind of with a gray interior. Click, Alt, click, and then we'll do the bottom triangle. And there we go. So from here, we just want to go to File, Save As. Let's make a new ICAP trial. So from here, we just want to make sure that this is set to not Illustrator CC. We actually need to go back several versions to Illustrator 8. Ignore the little warning. Just go ahead and click OK and OK. And now we can jump right over into Maya. And we can go ahead and File, Import. Oops. And we just want to import the curves. And remember, the curves come over here. They're not right here. So you just need to make sure that you kind of come off over here to this side. So from here, we just want to make sure we're in our modeling tab. These interior pieces, we do want to do surfaces and come down all the way to the bottom here. And reverse, and then remember the letter G actually repeats our last command, so we can select this interior piece and just hit the letter G as in goat on the keyboard. So G, just all the interior stuff, G and G. Alright, let's go ahead and select this piece now. Let's go to our surfaces tab again, and let's go to Bevel Plus. Don't click Bevel Plus, go ahead and click the square so you can set up some things. I'm just going to reset my settings, and I just want to make sure this right here is set to 5. There's all sorts of different types of bevels that you guys can play around with. I'm just going to keep it on straight out for right now, and I'm just going to click Bevel. You can see that gave me a 3D extrusion from that. And then remember, the letter G as in goat repeats. So I can just click all these and hit the letter G and G. And then from there, we now have a very interesting logo that we made in ICAP or in Illustrator, and we were able to import into Maya and utilize those curves that we made in there. So we've got some very interesting things. We've got negative space, and then when there's no overlap, we've got the regular space. So there's a lot you can do with that. So anyways, just a refresher on that, and yeah, I think that should be good.